Hi, my name is Melody Park. I was brought to Chief Physical Therapy because of a torn rotator cuff, a torn bicep tendon, and a torn labrum, so I was really in need of pretty good repair. And what brought me here additionally was I was really concerned about the coronavirus and wanted to come to a practice that fully engaged in a protocol that kept me safe. What I enjoy most about Chief Physical Therapy is there's many things. I like being able to walk through the door and have a smiling face greet me and say hello. I like the one-on-one attention that I get when I am with Dr. Allen. I like the fact that I'm heard, I'm listened to, I'm taken seriously. Chief Physical Therapy is very different in numerous ways, and I think the biggest way is the obvious that they offer a one-on-one session with a licensed physical therapist. You are not relegated to an aide. Not that that's bad or not, that's being knocked, but when it comes to having a serious issue, as I thought this was, and having dealt with it for 3 years prior to having surgery, you really want somebody that's skilled working on your arm, because you want that recovery to happen, like I'm sure anybody that's listening to this would. And that one-on-one, that hour-long session with a trained, skilled physical therapy is very different than being with an aide. And I had an opportunity to do an interview with Dr. Allen, and that's another really great plus of this office. You get to do a 20-minute kind of pre-consult to see if it's a good fit. And that's what brought me here. My big goal for coming to Chief Physical Therapy was obviously to regain my strength in my shoulder, to regain full range of motion, and to get back to Pilates training. To date, I feel like I have exceeded where I'm supposed to be in terms of the protocol that my orthopedic surgeon had set forth for me. And in fact, the fact that in my 10-week post-op, I was told by my orthopedic surgeon that I was at 10 weeks where most people are at 12 weeks. And I do attribute that to the fact that I am working with somebody that is one-on-one with me and actually working with the shoulder, actually working with my body as a unit. And that has proven, that speaks volumes in itself. I think my biggest takeaway is that I learned something every session. I learned something new about my body. I learned something new about, it could be condisio tape and what that does for your body. And it's taught in a way where I can understand it. What would I say to someone that is not too sure about physical therapy is that I understand. First and foremost, I understand, been there and done that. I know that some people experience fear or trepidation about getting into a situation, or that they may or may not get the results. You may have had results in the past that didn't meet your expectations, or you had mediocre ones. And that can cause us to second guess whether or not therapy, has really worked for us. What I do want to say about that, in addition to the fact that you can have these fears, nothing changes if nothing changes. If you don't try something new, you're going to continue to get what you've always gotten, and that could be more pain, more limitation. But not to just go out and to find a physical therapist is not enough. I think it's imperative for people that are considering physical therapy to do their due diligence in terms of researching a therapist that is right for you, because the support from the staff at Chief Physical Therapy is exceptional. Beginning from the moment you walk in the door, you have a very skilled, highly professional person that's greeting you as a human being. You're not just another person walking in. Every step of the way in your program is supported because you are given exercise sheets, and your sheets are reviewed, which is very supportive, and you're watched with a trained eye to make sure that you're doing them correctly so that when you take them home, it's done well. You are supported mentally because you are acknowledged with great humanity. Any concerns that you have are easily addressed. You have the opportunity to freely talk with the doctor or with any other support staff about anything, and they're readily available. They address things very quickly, And it's just an environment that allows you to feel very supported both mentally and physically, because it's such a warm, welcoming office to come into. And you have fun and you engage, and yet you're there to do a particular job to get well, and that is fully supported.